I changed my username back because if I don't change that, then this series won't exist. And if you guys may be concerning how to read it properly, it's read the same way as you read octopus. I put A in just for the sake of fancifulness, because I was thinking that maybe people cannot read it. Oh wow, I created this channel back in grade 9. So, a lot of you guys may not know, and some of you guys may already know, that I'm Vietnamese. Like, authentically, have Vietnamese parents and have some time to grow in Vietnam. So I think it was like a pretty good idea if I could start teaching you something about Vietnamese, like, you know, like languages, customs, and everything that related to Vietnam as well as Vietnamese. Well, of course, I do have the name for the series, so it's LEVITWO, LEVITWO. It's Learn Vietnamese with Octopus. That's why I changed my username. This is the first episode of the series. I'm gonna talk about Vietnamese slangs. I know that a lot of YouTubers have made videos about this, but their slangs are completely different from mine due to the fact that it's like a very wide range of slangs that are available. So I'm gonna teach you some that are very well known among teenagers or like late millennials that use. Let's roll! The first word I'm going to mention is a word that we all used for all foreigners, or most specifically tourists that come to visit Vietnam. Tay. You guys want to see how it's spelled? It's Tay. Yeah, well, you know, you remove that thing from the letter A, you got a similar spell of it. I don't really remember exactly when was it become an actual word or like a slang, but back in the day when we were in the French War and the American War, we used them for, in terms of like, instead of saying enemy, we'll call, oh, they. That means, well, the enemy is coming. Back in the day, that word they is referred to enemy, like the French or the Americans. But nowadays, it has become like broader. It means everybody coming from the west side of Vietnam, because this word in Vietnamese means the west side, but it has evolved to have a lot of different meanings too, and one of its meaning is the westerners. And if you want to refer to a location on the west side, you also say Tây.
Tây chưa? Quá Tây luôn ạ. Tây lâu rồi. Thế à? Tây rồi. Tây hả? Tây rồi. Tây.
Yeah, like we assume that this word is used for westerners, the west side, countries in the west, but that also includes Australia, because they looks foreign. They looks like the ones that come from America or Europe. You can use that word instead of saying foreigners if you want to. It's like much easier, right? From this word Tây, we have like another specific word that only used to describe foreign tourist. Tây Ba Lô, or you spell Tây Ba Lô. The literal meaning in Vietnamese is backpack westerners, backpack foreigners. The reason why this word exists is like any westerners that they visit Vietnam in any cities or any part of the country, they usually carry themselves like very, very huge backpacks. So whenever the people in the area that they visit, they saw them and be like, oh hey, Tây Ba Lô, like backpack westerners. If you see anybody, like any foreign tourist in Vietnam, you can say Tây Ba Lô. Okay, now it's time to move on to something else different. Let's go to like a pretty normal life of Vietnamese. So the first word I want to mention is Sam. So the way you spell it is like, I think it's like the same thing in English, Sam or Sam, whatever it is. The literal meaning in Vietnamese is either nonsense or lame. So this word is used when you have like a very, very bad joke, you make like a very, very lame sentence, or you are saying something that doesn't make any sense. So the speaker will be like, oh, he's so Sam. Honey, do you want to date me? No, I'm sorry. I only date guys with 6 packs. I do have 6 packs. No, you don't. It's a bag with a 6 on it, so it's 6 pack. Sam. I think this word is like pretty handy, you know? I would still prefer to use it rather than nonsense or lame, because it's my mother tongue, you know, and it's like more convenient to me. It means a lot more to me. Another word to describe personality. So this word is chang, or the way you spell it in English is chang. Chang, chang, chang. Oh my gosh, it's very hard for you to spell this, and it was hard for me to pick like a very relevant word that has a close spelling with this for you guys too. So you can Google it up more in Urban Dictionary. It's your friend, man. So the meaning of this word is someone being very cocky, someone being like ignorant to somebody. This word is usually used among boys when they talk about their crushes. Yo mate, what's wrong? You look so sad. My crush, she's ignoring me. What? Your crush ignore you? Ah, she's so chang. So I think like, just like the word Sam, I prefer this word more than the word cocky. That's the first thing that comes to my mind when I see somebody's being very, very cocky. Another word, not very describe personality, but it's still an adjective. It's tuang, or the way you say this in English is twang. I looked it up for a word that has a similar spelling, but it's just doesn't make any sense, so I think you guys can figure this out. The literal meaning of this word is like broken or torn or like extremely broken. I'm out of words. It's not a very good idea to make a video at 9 p.m. But the slang meaning, it means like finished or somebody really messed up, somebody fucked up something. Let's say when you fail an exam, you say, Tuang, I'm tuang. Man, the test today is so hard. I know, right? The other side of that paper is so hard. There's another side of that paper? Oh shit, I'm tuang. This is also even more handy than mess up or effed up because it's more like convenient and it's family friendly. Everybody accepts it. It's not a swear word. It doesn't contain any bad languages. So you can try using it. A synonym with the word tuang, it's nat. And it's the same way you pronounce it in English. You remove that sign above the A and you got nat. It also means like completely broken, something cannot be used. I see a lot of people also use this word when they are very messed up or like completely messed up or so done with something. They also use this word. Oh shit, I'm nat. Alright, and we got the last word of today. I'll save the best for the last. This one is used among all the gamers out there. It's kuibap or kuibap. Oh my gosh. I struggle every time I find a word that has a similar spelling. The literal meaning is the cob of the corn, but its actual or like slang meaning is useless or bad or terrible at doing something. At first it's used mostly to insult somebody about his bad skills while playing game, and we use the word cob of the corn simply because a cob of the corn is like pretty useless, right? You can't do much with it. It's like just throw it away. And so that word is born to attempt to call everybody who is like bad at something or have no skills, doing very bad, doing very terrible or horrible. But then over the time the word has been evolved to be shorter. It's just gui, just like cob. But the full word is still kuibap or cob of the corn. If you play League of Legends, CSGO or any other games and you see that there's a very, very bad player in your team, you can swear at him. You so kuibap! Okay? Instead of insulting himself, his family, or like swearing at him, just say kuibap because he's so kuibap, man. He's just a cob of the corn. Alright? So that's all the slangs that I have for today. I hope you guys enjoy this series because I think I eventually will make some more now if I'm not very procrastinating. I hope that you guys learned something new today, and to all the Vietnamese who accidentally or you may by chance come across my channel, If you find any slangs that I explain not very carefully or wrong, you can comment down below your explanation. I'll take it. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys in the next video.